my right side started to feel very heavy, and I immediately fell to the ground because I was completely paralyzed on my right side. I remember hearing the sirens to the ambulance come, and I thought to myself, I'm okay, there's nothing wrong with me. I didn't realize that I'd had a stroke.
The whole time, though, I had to just keep thinking, I gotta be brave. I gotta be brave for them. I have 4 daughters, and I have 3 grandbabies, and 1 on the way. I have to be brave.
We were told that she had a heart murmur. It was nothing abnormal.
They did the ultrasound, they did an EKG, then they called for an x-ray. I just knew it. I knew something was wrong.
In her particular case, the valves that let the blood into the heart, which we call the atrioventricular valves, are also malformed, so they tend to leak. Where her hole lives in the heart puts it near some very dangerous things.
He was just this little bitty package of love and happiness.
Will was such an amazing boy. He was kind, he was loving, and he spread joy to everyone he met.
We encourage you to support the American Heart Association to raise awareness for myocarditis and other heart-related issues. Please join us in the Heart Walk. We will be walking to honor Will.
Looking back, I think he just did everything right. He had his priorities straight. He was first his faith, and he was the leader in our household, and he was a loyal friend. He was an amazing husband, and he was an incredible father. We met in the summer of '94 at Camp Longhorn, which is a summer camp in Burnet, Texas, and we were both counselors. And that's where we got to know each other, and the love story began immediately. It was absolutely love at first sight. In fact, if you ask my mother, I actually called her from camp and said, I think I'm gonna marry this man. You know, Vance was an active, healthy, 43-year-old, amazing husband, loving father of 3. I think he missed maybe 3 days of work in 10 years. When you look at the summer of 2014, there were absolutely no signs, no warning signs, no concerns. He was feeling great, he was acting great, he was the happiest he had been. Monday, July 28th. I was dead asleep. I normally sleep with my phone on silent. Anyone that needs me can call my home phone. Anyone that knew us, that would need us, would call my home phone. I guess God knew that I needed my phone on that morning. And I woke up to my phone, an unknown number, and a voice on the other end of the line said, "Is this Amy LaCrone?" And I said, "Yes."
But I had to let her know that her husband, that she loves dearly, just had a heart attack and is on his way fighting for his life at the hospital. And the life that she has always known has just changed in a moment.
I said to Brett, "Do not stop." I said, "He has 3 young children. Do not stop."
When you see somebody that you love and they're hooked up to all of these machines, and just an hour before that you were having coffee, having a conversation about what you were going to do that night, and then in less than an hour you're in the emergency room, you don't know whether they're going to live or die. Every morning you would wake up, and on your way to the hospital you're thinking, today's going to be the day he's going to wake up, you know, and he didn't.
You don't think you're vulnerable until you see one of your colleagues laying on a stretcher, unable to speak or move. You could see in her eyes that she was aware of what was going on. But for one of our own, it brings it home really quick.
For someone so young to be going through all she's gone through, it's very tough. And you would trade places with him, you know, if God would let you. I told him that. No child should have to go through that.
When he was around about 5 years old, they decided that, you know, it would be a good time for him to have a surgery and repair the hole. And we were pretty floored. You know, it's hard to think having to have a child, your own child, having to have surgery at such a young age. He kind of he treated it like it was another day. He's always been really strong when it comes to a lot of stuff like that. And right when he turned 7, we went to the cardiologist and they did some testing, and they discovered that the device that he had was actually starting to leak. They said that they would have to do another surgery, and this time they would have to do a surgery to actually remove the device that was in there.
I think I'll survive through it, and God will help me survive through it. You just helped me through my sister's surgery, helped me be calm. So my dad.
Blake nowadays is the same Blake that was before he had all the surgeries. I mean, he's very active, will not sit down for 2 seconds. I can't get him to sit down at all. Always is showing off his scar on his chest.
But I do my best to help others, so I can help other people with my heart defect, other people that have it. Very thankful for the Heart Association for saving my life. I would have been dead by now if it wasn't for them. Or my dad keeping me calm. Or God.
Amen. 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 Amen.
People with aphasia can sing when they cannot speak. So for most people, the left hemisphere is where we have our language center. And the right hemisphere is where our music is housed. And so that's why when you have a stroke in the left hemisphere of your brain and you have aphasia, you can often sing when you cannot speak.
Never give up, never quit. Yep. Never give up, never quit. This is the device. Never quit, never give up.
The most inspiring thing for me about sessions is the reminder that it's a team sport. That is, the work that we do at the American Heart Association, the work that cardiologists do, the work that we do with our partners, it's all about team. And when I heard about all of the new partnerships, again, it's just a reminder that we've got to be doing this together. So whether it's PCORI partnership, or partnership with the YMCA USA, or partnering with ACC, our partner organization, or partnering with Amazon Web Services, or this new opportunity with the Broad Foundation to create an opportunity to get more data that will help more and more people. Every single one of those is about connections with other things, and that's what I find the most inspiring.
One of the biggest struggles was the drain tube. We got her to walk down the hall, and we got to the end of the hallway where we saw the doctor who had told her, if you can walk and we don't see fluids come out, we can remove the tube. So we get to the end of the hallway and Tegan looks right at him and starts doing ballet. She balleted her way into drain tube removal.
They told me to hold my breath before they ripped the tube out. I was really brave, even though I'm hurt.
And we had planned this event outside, and the day before when we were setting it up, the rain was predicted. And I looked up as I loaded my car with items we were getting over to set up for the event. There was a big old rainbow in the sky. And I knew Vance was saying, I'm here and you're doing what I want you to do.
Because I've always just wanted to be a normal teenager, and this thing helps me be normal like everyone else. I hope that people who have heart problems stay positive, because I honestly think that being positive helps you survive.
And it's amazing, all the stuff that they do, their training, their teaching. The American Heart Association, I don't think people would be here if it wasn't for the American Heart Association. I know myself, I owe them my life.